Okay, so we are looking at fear. Last week we looked at, last workshop we looked at the notion of narration. Why is narration important in The Woman in Black, please, Jude?
One of the parts that it was used as at the end was to show that kids.
Can you listen to my question? Why is narration important in The Woman in Black?
So what happens throughout the play.
It's used to tell you what happens in the play. Why is it important? Why choose that? The play is based on a novel. Yeah? Right. Why not just cast a full cast? Why have a narrator and one other character?
Because it's based on a novel, so it's going to have like descriptions, so it's not going to say that in the lines, which is what they're saying. Like, so there's a bit that we was reading before, just after the scene that we did, and the actor came out of what he was acting, and he told the audience what he was feeling and what was going on for him and stuff.
So he's keeping in those long descriptive passages that, and as an audience, can you just sit back and relax? If you've got a narrator, what do you have to do? A little bit more of.
Use your imagination.
Yeah, you've got to use your imagination. As an audience member, going to see The Woman in Black, Josh, you don't just get to sit back and go, entertain me. You've got to commit to it. You've got to allow yourself to believe that this here could be your Coney shop. Yeah? That this is final. And you've got to get, as actors, the audience to believe that. And that is the power of narration. Right? It fills in the gaps. Okay? The things that aren't there in your elaborate sets and stories. Right? Could you read us that little bit that you said? Just could you tell us where that was?
In the morning, he awakes to a change to the weather. When he looks out, he can hardly see the
Could
division.
you read it?
Pardon?
Could you read it as a performer and not as you?
In the morning, he sees the change. In the morning, he awakes to a change in the weather. When he looks out, he can hardly see the division between land and water and sky. All is a uniform grey, with low, thick cloud on every side. That's the narration part of it.
Okay, right. Do you all look at that little picture for us?
39.
Okay, right. So the first job is you're multi-rolling, aren't you? So the actor comes out and becomes the narrator. How do you do that? How do you show that there are two different characters on stage at that moment without making the audience's engagement with the scene? Right? In pairs, I want you to show me how you would do that. You have 3 minutes. Off you go. Right? Right? There's a little tip on the board for you.
In the morning, he awakes to a change in the weather. When he looks out, he can hardly see the division between land and water, water and sky. All is uniform grey, with low, thick cloud and drizzle.
I cycled back to Crippen, spied a bounding behind me. There was a letter from Stella, full of exclamations of regret at my absence and pride in my responsibility. I had the landlord's wife refill my hamper, purchased a good strong torch, and with the letter warming my inside pocket, cycled back, whistling as I went.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right, Sophie, let's see what you've got.
In the morning he awakes to a change in the weather. When he looks out, he can hardly see the division between land and water, water and sky. All is a uniform grey, with low, thick cloud and a bit of a drizzle.
Interesting. Okay, so two very contrasting interpretations of the scene. Anybody got a different interpretation? Anybody who's done something slightly different at all? Abby, let's see yours, please. Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Right. I can't actually see you from over there on this camera, so if we could just move. Right.
In the morning, he awakes to a change in the weather. When he looks out, he can hardly see the division between land and water, water and sky. All is a uniform grey, with low, thick cloud and a drizzle.
Okay, right, thank you very much. Can we come back into the circle? Right. Nice use of accents there, very, very interesting. Right. Okay, so we know you looked at this last week. Narration is crucially important in the stage version of the Woman Black. It is particularly important in doing what did you do in the last workshop? Here?
Narration. Oh, we just did the scene and we have to like, somebody have to narrate 3 different parts of the scene.
Okay, so from the beginning of the play?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, it introduces the characters and the setting. It's also used in this context as a monologue. So, could you read those lines for us?
Silence. From the interior of the house, now distantly, we hear again the rhythmic bump. Bump. Pause. Kit moves inside. A light illuminates the door, and as we look, we see it slowly open.
What effect should that have on the audience?
Third,
Big, absolutely, which is what we're asking to create in stage. How do you create fear on stage? I want us to look at this in relation to the monologues that are spoken on stage and the use of pause to create tension. We ask you to get into groups of 3 to 4. Again, we would like to find space in the room, please. Right, okay, I'd like you to look at the opening of the door of the nursery. Can anyone tell me where that is? Right, can anyone tell me where, when he opens the door to the nursery in the play?
Top of page 41.
child's nursery, a bed in one corner made with all complete nibble, and all complete with pillows, sheets, counterpane.
I can't hear you, sweetie.
Let's say that, once we know what it says there.
Yes, I'd like you to read it out.
It's a nursery. A bed in one corner made up and all complete with pillow sheets, counterpane, beside it, one on a table, a tiny wooden hob, and then the nightlight. With a chest, the drawers.
Okay, we'll stop you there. Cat. Right, just because I think it's different, you know, in terms of the heating here, but I'm just going to read a little section. Okay? Right. It's a child's nursery. A bed in one corner made up and all complete with pillows, sheets, and a counterpane. Beside it, on the table, a tiny wooden horse and a nightlight in the chest of drawers. Underclothes, day clothes, formal clothes, play clothes, clothes for a small boy, 6, maybe 7. Beautiful. Well-made clothes. In the style of 60 years or more ago. And toys. Mostly neat, meticulously ordered and cared for. Right. Painting Yep.
Are we doing it from that part there or from the side?
What is it, Spy?
Kids moves inside, and like illuminates the door, and as we look, we see it slowly open. The light is outside the door, but not inside. Keeps approaching. It shines its torch inside. Once free, the only light comes from his torch. And we see the chair is in motion, rocking backwards.
But no one had been there. No one. There was no way out of that room, except by the door. I had come through, and no one had passed me. But no one had been there. No one. There was no way out of the room, except by the door. I had come through, and no one had passed.
So you know,
group, we're going to have a little look at how well do you induce fear and suspense through the use of the monologue. Right, okay.
It's a child's nursery. A bed in one corner, made of all complete pillows, sheets and counterpane. Beside it, on the table, a tiny wooden horse and a nightlight. In a chest of drawers are clothes, underclothes, baby clothes, form clothes, play clothes, clothes for a small boy of 6 or 7. Beautiful, well-made clothes in the style of 60 years or more ago. And toys, most neatly and meticulously ordered and cared for. Lead soldiers are raised in regiments, a farm set out of barns and fences. A model ship complete with masts and sails of lining, a whip, a spinning top, ludo, halma, drops and chess. A monkey made of leather, a cat of wool, a furry bear, a bald dog with a china head and sailor suit. Pens and brushes, inks and dice. A miniature trumpet, a painted musical pot from Switzerland, and a black dog with raggedy arms and legs.
Why are all the toys on? No one was there. No one had come in. The door I came was the only way to get in. No one passed. Freeze. Okay, right, thank you. Okay, all right, Sophie's group, let's have a look. How have you interpreted this scene? How have you interpreted those lines on page 40 and 41 of your text?
It is a child's nursery, a bed in one corner, made up of all complete with pillows, sheets and counterpane. Bedside it, on the table, a tiny wooden horse and a nightlight. In the chest of drawers are clothes, underclothes, day clothes, formal clothes, play clothes. Clothes for a small boy of 6 or 7. Beautiful, well-made clothes in the style of 60 years or more ago. And toys, most neatly and meticulously ordered and cared for. Lead soldiers arranged in regiments. A farm set out with barns and fences. A model ship complete with masts and sails of linen. A whip, a spinning top, ludo, halma, and chess. A monkey made of leather. A cat of wool, a furry bear, a bald dog with china head and a sailor suit. Pens and brushes, inks and dice. A miniature trumpet, a painted musical box from Switzerland, and a black doll with raggedy arms and legs.
Nice. Interesting. Ah. Right, April's group, let's see what you've got. Right, okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
A bed in one corner, made of all complete with sheets and counterpane. Beside it, on the table, a tiny wooden horse and a nightlight.
Nice. Okay. Right, okay, last but certainly not least, Alex's group, if we could see yours, please. Right, could you do it over there so that I could film it? Thank you. We're looking at how you're exploring suspense and fear. Hayden, how's the legs? Do you think you can cope? Hayden? You sure? Right, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Silence. From the interior of the house, now distantly we hear again the rhythmic thump, thump, pause. Kip's moves inside. A light illuminates the door, and as we look, we see it slowly open. The light is outside the door, not inside. Kip's approaches with fear and caution, shines his torch inside. He walks through, the only light coming from his torch. And we see by that the rocking chair is in motion, rocking backwards and forwards, parallel with its own pulsation. As it is this that we've heard echoing on the floorboards. As he shines his torch on it, it rocks less and less until it stops.
But no one had been there! No one! There was no way out of this room except by the door. I come through and no one had passed me.
During the following, Kip's moves about the room, picking up occasional objects as they mention.
It's a child's nursery, a bed and one toilet, made up of all the living pillows, sheets and counterpane, beside it on the table, a tiny wooden hole and a nightlight. In a chest of drawers, clothes, underclothes, day clothes, formal clothes, play clothes, clothes for a small boy of 6 or 7. Beautifully well made, clothes in the style of 60 years or more ago, and toys most neatly, meticulously ordered, and careful. Lead soldiers arranged in regiments, farms armed with arms and fences, a model ship complete with masts and sails, with a spinning top, glued up on ground to the chest, a monkey made of leather, a catapult, a furry bear, a bald dog with china head, and a sailor suit, pens and brushes, ink, and a dice, a miniature trumpet, and a painted musical box from Switzerland, and a black dog with branding arms and legs.
Okay, could we all just come back and sit in a circle for me, please?